Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? El día de hoy te traemos un video bien importante para que te puedas preparar con las definiciones. La dinámica del video será la siguiente. Te vamos a hacer las preguntas de la N400 sin orden y enseguida te vamos a preguntar una de las definiciones. Te vamos a dar un espacio para que la respondas en voz alta y después te daremos la respuesta en pantalla y también cómo pronunciarla. De esta manera estarás estudiando y practicando al mismo tiempo en un solo video. Ya saben amigos que todos estos videos lo hacemos para que lleguen lo mejor preparado para su entrevista. Si nos quieren ayudar, nos pueden ayudar dando un like a este video para que le llegue a más personas. Asegúrate de estar suscrito para que no te pierdas ninguno de los videos que tenemos. Y si te gustaría aprender las definiciones bien profundos y en un sistema sencillo y didáctico, recuerda que en nuestro curso cursosconfernando.com tenemos más de 50 videos que incluyen clases y prácticas para que llegues lo mejor preparado para tu entrevista sin interrupciones. Puedes poner todos los comentarios y vamos a contestar tus comentarios, y también viene con material de apoyo para ayudarte, la verdad, a facilitarte este proceso de la preparación para tu entrevista de ciudadanía. Ya sabes, cursosconfernando.com. Vamos a la clase y práctica del día de hoy. Mucha suerte. Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined into a mental institution? What is legally incompetent?
When you can't make your own decisions.
What is mental institution?
A place for people with mental problems.
Have you ever persecuted either directly or indirectly any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? What is persecute?
To attack someone because of their race, religion, or opinion.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so? What is threatened?
To tell someone you plan to hurt them.
Have you ever been in jail or prison? What is prison or jail?
A place for people who breaks the law.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefit while in the United States? What is a lie?
Not the truth.
What is deny entry?
Not allowed to enter the United States.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? Define bear arms.
Carry a gun to defend the United States.
Have you ever claimed to be a United States citizen? What is claim?
To say you are a citizen.
Have you ever advocated either directly or indirectly the overthrow of any government by force or violence? What is overthrow?
To remove a government by force or violence.
Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? Prison camp. What is a prison camp?
A camp for political prisoners.
Detention facility. What is a detention facility?
A place where people are forced to stay.
Labor camp. What is a labor camp?
a place where people are forced to work.
Have you ever been charged with committed, attempting to commit, or assisting in committed a crime or offense? What is a crime?
An action that breaks the law.
Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? What is a habitual drunkard?
Someone who drinks too much alcohol.
Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? What is prostitution?
Sex for money.
Have you ever sold, smuggled, controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics? What is smuggle?
Hide or bring something illegal.
What are narcotics?
Illegal drugs.
Have you been married to more than one person at the same time? What is married?
Legally with a partner.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? What is illegally?
Against the law.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? What is gambling?
Playing games with money.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? What is misrepresentation?
Tell a lie. Give false information.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? What are the armed forces?
The military.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian directions? What are civilian directions?
Help in a national emergency. Help the Red Cross, the police, and the firefighters.
Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? What is registered to vote?
To sign up to vote.
Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide. What is genocide?
Killing a large group of people.
Were you ever involved with torture? What is torture?
Causing terrible pain to someone in order to obtain information.
Were you ever involved killing or trying to kill someone? What is killing?
To make someone die.
Were you ever involved badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose? What is hurting?
Bring pain to someone.
Were you ever involved not letting someone practice his or her religion? What is religion?
To believe in God.
Do you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help in armed force or group? What is conscript?
Force someone to join a group.
Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? What is to be removed?
Taken out of the United States.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? What is non-combatant?
Not fighting.
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? What is vote?
To elect.
Have you ever been a member of or any way associate with the Communist Party? What is communism?
No freedom.
Have you ever been involved with any other totalitarian party? What is a totalitarian party?
A political system in which there's only one political party and controls everything.
Have you ever been involved with a terrorist organization? What is a terrorist organization?
A group that uses violence to attack the government and their people.
Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempt to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? What is arrested?
Taken by the police.
Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? What is rescission?
To cancel your permanent residency.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
Do you now have, or do you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? What is a hereditary title or an order of nobility?
To be a king, queen, prince, duke, or royal status.
Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military unit. What is a military unit?
A unit that is part of some military service.
Were you ever a member of a paramilitary unit? What is a paramilitary unit?
A group of people who acts like the military, but they're not part of the official military.
Were you ever a member of a police unit? What is a police unit?
Law officers and police officers.
Were you ever a member of a self-defense unit? What is a self-defense unit?
A group of people who self-police their area.
Were you ever a member of a vigilante unit? What is a vigilante unit?
People who act like the police, but they're not the police.
Were you ever a member of a rebel group? What is a rebel group?
A group that fights against the government.
Were you ever a member of a guerrilla group? What is a guerrilla group?
A group that uses weapons against the government, the military, the police, or other people.
Were you ever a member of a militia? What is a militia?
An unofficial army.
Were you ever a member of an insurgent organization? What is an insurgent organization?
A group that uses weapons against the government.
Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or rehabilitative program? What is a rehabilitation program?
To go to a special program instead of jail.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? What is the Constitution?
The supreme law of the land.
What is the form of government of the United States?
A democratic republic.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? What is overdue?
Late.
What are taxes?
Money collected by the government from the people.
Do you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that help or support people in combat? What is combat?
Fighting.
Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? What is deportation?
When the federal government expels you from the United States.
Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? What is not file?
Did not send your required tax form.
Do you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person? What is a weapon?
An object that is used to harm or kill.
Have you ever been ordered, removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? What is excluded?
Denied entry into the United States.
Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? What is a non-U.S. resident?
Someone without a green card.
Do you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? What is weapons training?
To learn how to use a weapon.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? What is misleading?
Information that is not the truth.
Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way, either directly or indirectly, with the Nazi government of Germany. What is Nazi?
A totalitarian government led by Hitler.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason? What is arrested?
Taken by the police.
What is cited?
Required to go to court.
Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? What is convicted?
Found guilty.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te fue con la práctica y estudio del día de hoy? Espero que las hayas podido contestar todas. Si te gustaría tener una preparación más profunda y más sencilla para digerir todas estas definiciones, recuerda que nuestro curso para eso está, cursosconferrando.com. Te puede ayudar a prepararte muy bien. Si tienes tu entrevista esta semana, mucha suerte. Si no la tienes aún, recuerda, aquí seguiremos trabajando todos juntos para que llegues lo mejor preparado y puedas lograr esa meta que te has puesto enfrente. Nos vemos en el próximo video. Chao.